Okay guys, before we dive into this juicy political gist, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell because trust me, you don't want to miss what's about to happen in Nigerian politics. And if you're already part of our family, smash that like button so more people can see this video. Now, let's get into it. So, there's this massive drama brewing in the African Democratic Congress and it's about to explode. Dr. Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed, the man who ran as Peter Obi's running mate in 2023, just dropped a bombshell prediction that has everyone talking. He said when ADC holds their convention to pick who will run for president in 2027, the party is going to bleed, like seriously bleed. People are going to walk out, the coalition will fall apart, and it's all because one man is going to win that ticket, and that man is Atiku Abubakar. Now, let me paint the picture for you so you understand why this is such a big deal. The ADC right now is like a political supermarket. They have collected all the big names you can think of. We are talking about Atiku Abubakar, former vice president. We're talking about Peter Obi, the man who shook the 2023 elections and had young people screaming Obidient everywhere. We are talking about Rotimi Amaechi, former governor of Rivers State and former minister. We are talking about Nasir El-Rufai, the former Kaduna governor. These are not small people. These are political heavyweights, people who have governed states, people who have run for president before, people with serious followings across Nigeria. So you would think that having all these powerful people in one party would be a dream team, right? Like the Avengers assembling to defeat the villain. But here's the problem, and this is where the gist gets sweet. When you put 5 people who all want to be president in the same room, who do you think will agree to step aside? Nobody. Everyone believes it's their turn. Everyone has their own supporters. Everyone has invested money and time into their political career. So when that convention comes and they have to pick just one person, what happens to the other 4? That's the question Baba-Ahmed is asking. And honestly, he already has the answer. According to Baba-Ahmed, if they do a proper convention with delegates voting, Atiku is going to win. And I'm going to tell you why he said that. This man, Atiku, has been running for president since forever. Baba-Ahmed even joked about it during his interview on Channels Television. He said, and this is a direct quote, "When I was doing my National Youth Service Corps, Atiku was already a presidential aspirant." Just imagine that. This man has been in the presidential race for decades. He ran in 2018, he ran in 2019, he ran again in 2023, and now we're talking about 2027. The man has experience, he has political structures across all 36 states, he has money, he has connections with traditional rulers, he has delegates who are loyal to him. In a convention setting where delegates are voting, Atiku knows how to play that game better than anybody else. But here's where it gets interesting, and please make sure you are still with me because this is where the real drama starts. Drop a comment right now and tell me if you think Atiku should run again or if it's time for him to let younger people take over. I want to hear your honest opinion. So, Peter Obi is also in this ADC coalition, right? The man who energized millions of young Nigerians in 2023, the man who won states that people never expected him to win, the man who had young people campaigning for him on social media day and night. Peter Obi is not a small name in Nigerian politics anymore. But according to Baba-Ahmed, Peter Obi has a problem, and that problem is that he doesn't like conventions. Baba-Ahmed said Peter Obi is the type of politician who expects to be anointed, not the type who will enter a crowded primary and fight for votes with 4 or 5 other candidates. Think about it. In 2023, Peter Obi became the Labour Party candidate without serious competition. The party basically gave him the ticket. But in ADC, he's facing Atiku Abubakar, Rotimi Amaechi, Nasir El-Rufai, and other big names. These people are not just going to step aside and say, Peter Obi, come and take the ticket. They want it too. They believe they deserve it too. So when Peter Obi chooses not to participate in a convention, how will he become the candidate? It's like going for a job interview and refusing to do an interview. How will the interviewer know your qualifications? This is the big question. Baba-Ahmed also revealed something very interesting. He said initially, when all these politicians were discussing the merger and forming the coalition, some people were quietly suggesting to Peter Obi that maybe he should consider being Atiku's running mate again, like what happened in 2019 when they ran together under PDP. Can you imagine? They wanted Peter Obi to be vice president under Atiku, but Peter Obi has made it very clear he's not interested in being number 2 on anyone's ticket. He wants to be the main candidate or nothing at all. Now, the same people who were suggesting he should be vice president have changed their tune. According to Baba-Ahmed, they are now telling Peter Obi to join the queue to recognize that he's not the only one with presidential ambitions in ADC and to prepare for a convention where everyone will compete fairly. But here's the thing. If Peter Obi joins that queue and Atiku wins the convention, which Baba-Ahmed says is almost certain, will Peter Obi stay in the party? Will his millions of supporters stay, or will they walk away feeling betrayed? And it's not just about Peter Obi. What about Rotimi Amaechi? What about El-Rufai? What about all the other politicians in that coalition? When Atiku emerges as the candidate, will they accept it and work for his victory, or will they feel sidelined and quietly sabotage the campaign? This is what Baba-Ahmed means when he says the party will bleed. People will leave, structures will collapse, and the so-called mega coalition will become a one-man show. Before I continue, let me just remind you, if you are enjoying this gist and you want more political analysis like this, please subscribe to this channel. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up so YouTube can show it to more people. Your support means everything. Now, let me continue. The irony of this whole situation is almost painful when you think about it. These are some of the most experienced politicians in Nigeria. These are people who have governed, ministers, vice presidents. These are people who understand how government works, people who know how to manage resources, people who have ideas about how to fix Nigeria's problems. But instead of working together to present a strong opposition against the ruling party in 2027, they're about to tear themselves apart fighting over who should be the candidate. Baba-Ahmed made a very strong point during his interview. He said Nigeria needs younger leaders. He said there are capable young politicians in their 40s and 50s who have fresh ideas and energy, but they are being blocked by the older generation who refuse to step aside. He talked about how expensive and difficult Nigerian politics has become, how you need billions of naira to even think about running for president, how the system is controlled by godfathers who decide who wins and who loses. He said if these young leaders had a credible platform and real support, they could transform Nigeria. But as long as people like Atiku keep running election after election, the young ones will never get their chance. Now, I'm not saying Atiku is a bad person or that he doesn't have the right to run. Every Nigerian has the constitutional right to contest for president. But the question Baba-Ahmed is asking, and the question we all need to ask ourselves, is this: is Atiku's time, or is it time for a new generation? Atiku has tried multiple times and hasn't won. Peter Obi energized young Nigerians in 2023 but didn't win either. So what makes anyone think that 2027 will be different if they keep using the same approach? Let me tell you something even more interesting. The ADC has already scheduled their delegate elections for late January 2026. That's literally in a few days from now. And the National Convention is planned for February 2026. So this is not a distant future problem. This drama is about to happen right before our eyes in the next few weeks. We're going to see whether Peter Obi will participate in the convention or walk away. We're going to see whether Atiku will indeed win the ticket as Baba-Ahmed predicted, and we're going to see whether the coalition will survive or collapse. And honestly, I cannot wait to see how this plays out.